Welcome back, viewers. If you just tune your TV on this station, the program is Time with Fred, and I have with me now in the studio Baba Nla, a renowned and a popular actor we all know. Baba Nla, what's up?
Oh, my brother, I'm doing great.
So, how is life?
Life is amazing. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. So, if I may ask, where from the name Baba
Babanla, gone are the days, man. Babanla, as the name suggests, means big Baba.
Nla? Mm-hmm.
And look at my size. I'm very smallish person.
Of course, I can see
And
that.
so, those days when I was with my friends back in secondary school, I'm always with guys who are very huge and tall.
Mhm.
And so, my size, because of my size, I always try to pretend myself so that people will see me. And so they began calling me Babala. Like, I'm making myself large.
Wow.
So, Inla means large.
Oh,
And so
okay.
that comes the name Babanla.
So, does it mean you are an Yoruba?
Yes, I have a Yoruba parent.
Oh, okay.
Yes, my father is a Yoruba and then my mother is a Ghanaian. So I was born in Lagos, and so that comes the name Babanla. But my actual name is Ephraim Matty Williams.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
If you met you.
And a lot of people don't know that name for me.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Hmm. So, how many movies have you featured so far?
I think the last time I was trying to count, it was a lot. I got to around 53, and then I got lost because it was a lot of movies that I featured on.
Mhm.
Some of them I was a supporting actor. Some of them I was the lead character.
Oh, okay.
So it was a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, can you give me one of your movies, like one of your favorite movies you've acted so far?
One of my favorite movies that is a bit difficult to choose because I love a couple of them I did. There was one I came to act with Van Vika in Ghana, Chasing the Ghost.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
I love that movie.
That was a
I love
very It became very popular.
very popular, and then we show it in cinemas and all our place. I love that movie. It's a very interesting movie. And there was one also I had with Hans Enuku. You know that tall
Sure,
Nigerian guy.
sure.
Yes, there was one I also had with him, which was they said School Days. That was the title of the movie, School Days. That was also another interesting movie I had. And then we had one Ghanaian local movie that I also featured on, and then it was this Chewa series, one of the
Okay.
Chewa series.
Mhm.
I featured on that one too. That one was also a good one. So for me in particular, it's very difficult to choose one
Wow.
as the best.
Wow. I understand you are now residing in Ghana. How come? Have you relocated?
Yes, I have relocated to live in Ghana.
Why?
Due to the fact that I had an attack in Nigeria,
Wow.
Lagos per se. My wife and my kids were attacked.
Really?
When my wife went to pick the kids from school, they were attacked, and then it took me a lot to pay for their ransom for me to get my family back. And so after that incident, I decided to like, why can't I live in Ghana? Since I have a Ghanaian parent, my mother is a Ghanaian,
Oh, really?
and so I'm a Ghanaian Nigerian. I can call
Okay.
myself
So you are
a
50-50.
Yes, and so I can call myself a Ghanaian.
I see. So how do you relate to work and acting? I mean, your marriage life and your acting. How do you relate that?
Well, before I got married, I was already acting, and so my wife knew the kind of life I was having, the acting career.
Okay.
It's so demanding, and she's very much aware of it before we got into it, and so she understands. I must say that my wife is a very very wonderful lady,
Wow.
very much understanding. So she's been so supportive to me since I got into the media line.
She must be caring, I guess so.
Obviously, she is so caring.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And she's watching. Hello, City.
Of course. So, Sudi, if you are over there watching your husband, he's live on CTV, and the program is Time with Fred. Okay, so Baba Nla, have you had any awards so far?
Yes, I had a lot of nominations, and then but I was only able to pick up about 6 awards from those nominations that I had.
Mhm.
In this work we have a lot of good actors around, and so for you to get a nomination alone, it's a lot of recognition. I mean, that alone, even if you did not win the award, to
Mm-hmm.
have been nominated alone, it's
That's
good enough.
even popular
Yes,
to you.
I mean, that means that people appreciate
course.
what you are doing. They appreciate your time that you are putting into
Mhm.
the acting career,
Mhm.
and so
Wow.
that is amazing enough.
Of course, of course. So, are you very happy doing the acting? Do you think it's a good place people should enter or venture?
Oh yeah. I'm very happy that I'm acting. In fact, I have just added to my career directing and producing. So if I'm not happy in it, I wouldn't go further into it to do direct movies and then
Mhm.
also to produce movies.
Mm.
That should tell you that I'm very happy and I'm a satisfied man being in a media.
Okay, so if I may ask, do you do anything aside acting?
Yes. Aside acting, I'm a businessman.
Wow. What
Yes.
kind of business do you do?
I have my travel and tour. I operate travel and tour. But then that was what I studied in school. So
Oh, okay.
I am still doing it and I have people taking care of. So once in a while I pass by the office to check on things.
Wow. That's it means you must be seriously dusted with money.
Oh, also the money, God they help us, sha.
Really?
Now God.
Wow,
now God,
wow,
now
wow, wow,
God.
wow.
You know, as it is, you can never be satisfied with money. You know, rich men they hustle more to get more money.
Mm,
And
really?
so we are always striving to reach a certain level. When you reach there, you set another target for yourself. When you reach there, you set that, and so it's always keep going up.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, so that is it.
That's interesting. Viewers, you are watching live on CTV. The program is Time with Fred. The program is brought to you by Gino, Tigo, and Coca-Cola. Before we come in to Baba Inla, I would like him to act a very short an acting for us to see how he does it on stage. You know, today he's going to do it very live on our views to see. Okay, so before we do that, I would like to ask him another one question before we go into the acting. Baba Inla,
Yes.
do you have any kind of problem you think the actors are facing?
Yes, and I would say that would come to um, our private life. I mean, sometimes people watch movies and they look at the character you portray in the movie and they're trying to relate your private life, I mean, your real life to that character that you played in the movie. And so sometimes I may play a very bad guy in a movie, or let's say a very wicked person in a movie. That's the character that I'm playing in.
Wow.
That does not depict my real life. All right. But then you go to places and people point at you, that's the wicked guy.
Of course.
Yeah,
Because that's
the-
what they saw.
That's what they saw. And so you see, they have to try to separate our professional life from our what?
Private
our
life.
private life. Yes,
okay.
we all have our careers. And so when you are a banker, you work as a banker, and that does not mean the money is for you. So people should not have that notion. So when I'm an actor and I'm playing a role of a wicked person in a particular movie, I mean that should not be transferred into my real character. And I think that is one of the problems we are having.
Okay. Viewers, we are going to have a live show as Baba Inla performs. So, Baba Inla, can we have you doing something very short for viewers to see how you do your stuff? Okay. So, we'd like you to do something very short, very short. Viewers are watching you. You know.
You want me to act?
Of course, do something
I
very.
should act right
Yes,
here.
right here for the viewers, my challenge viewers.
Hey,
to
my brother,
have-
now for you.
Of
This one
course.
you are putting me on the spot.
Of course, we want to see you live. We always do it at the backstage. Today we want to see you.
Okay, so what do you want me to do?
Do anything. In fact,
Anything.
anything you want to do.
Oh,
Do something very,
okay,
very interesting.
Okay. Most of my movies, I get a bit aggressive. Do you want me to get aggressive?
In fact, you
I
can
can
do-
get aggressive on you. Okay. So I can just say, oh boy, waiting there there. We've been telling you not to fuck up there, and this time around you have put me to the limit. I will give you slap there. Huh? I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you.
Wow,
I
that was
think
interesting. That was
that's
interesting.
a cool scene.
Interesting.
That's a
So
cool
this is
scene.
what and other many things we see on stage.
Yes, yes, yes. You know, sometimes the directors they give us a vivid description of what we should be doing, and so when they give you the script, you read the script, and then you see how the whole thing is. You act according to the script that is given.
Babanla, thank you so much for coming onto the show.
You're welcome.
Viewers, before we get into the next segment, we'll be right back after the commercial.